Yes, Jamaica, yes, Jamaica, yes, Jamaica. Me live, me live, me live. Yes, Jamaica. Me live on Yardi TV this morning. President live on Yardi TV. Yes, my people, yes, my people, yes, my people. Happy, 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 happy Saturday morning. Yes, me live, me live, me live, me live on Yardi TV. Yeah, man. Mm. Yes, my people, yes, my people, yes, my people, yes, my people, yes, my people. Live on Yardi TV. Coming at the live, man, coming at the live. I got talk this morning, we have a talk this morning. Mm. We have a talk this morning. We have a talk this morning. Yes, my people, yes, my people, yes, my people. We have a talk we're going in Jamaica this morning. We have a talk we're going our beloved island. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Jamaica. Mm. Not even see one person on the live artist yet, but I don't know. We're there, we can get some sharing on Facebook. Yes, see if we can. Yes, yes, my people. Yes, my people. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mm. Well, people, we are now share on WhatsApp, sharing on Facebook, and I guess we are also on Instagram. So people, let's go. Yes, people, yes, people, yes, people, yes, people, yes, people, yes, people. Yes, my people. Can we take it anymore? Can we take it anymore in Jamaica? Can we take it more? Can we take it more? What about you? I mean, know say this morning, whole heap of people say business what a gone. Yes, whole heap of people are gonna say them no business what a gone and them are gonna work out every to politics. Share up the life. I'm asking you please. If it's one away, step on the live and ask you please. I am asking if I one away, two. And I beg you, like up the live, cause if we get the live, they go out there. We want the live to go out there that people can hear where we are say and see. So may I ask you please, may I ask you please to like up the live. Like up the live. People, I've heard a whole heap of things and I don't know if most of the things where we are here, if they are 100%, I don't know. So I say, I don't know if most of the things them what we are hearing, they are 100% accurate. But all I know is that it is it is hurricane season. Yes, hurricane season, and people they out in a way enough away called wilderness. Yes, enough people out in a wilderness and you say the people that now the bathroom. I mean I talk about the people them in a Cooper's pen. Couldn't be talking about nobody else. For them down a Cooper's pen. I hear say to them, yes, good Jamaican people, good Jamaica. A dodo, yes, what I mean by dodo. And a peepee right next door to where them asleep. In a 20 Jamaica, yeah. 26 Jamaica, 2026 Jamaica. People in a Jamaica to the year in a 2026. Eat, sleep in a them filth. And I know about you. I never hear of this thing happening after Melissa. I never hear about things like these happening after Melissa. So I am wondering what gone wrong with the heart of Jamaican. Oh, I am not seeing all the I'm not seeing all musician. Yes, the Beanie and the Boss and the Sean Paul. I don't see no musician. I don't nobody from the diaspora sending aid to these people. People, if 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 over 40 family is being bulldozed as it is in the news, the family, if you multiply party by at least um um person, you are talking about two person, I mean Jamaican sleeping, 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 sleeping in tent, sleeping in tent and doing things like doing, that is a word, and peeing just next door to the tent. And what is so grievous that enough people is not out, enough people is not coming out asking the government why we are now, why we are just seeing tents, the tents that was created by the Japanese government to help out people after Hurricane Melissa. Was there a ulterior motive why this Willie Lyncher, and nobody tell me say don't use that terms, why this Willie Lyncher, and you can go to internet to your dictionary, anything you want, go Google and look up who we call Willie Lynchers and where the term Willie Lyncher coming from. As I was saying, why this Willie Lyncher who poses as a legitimate prime minister is behaving like this? And when I say our thought and government behaving like this, in total arterial fashion, this remind me of why the people and country couple years ago, Sri Lanka, after own palace of the president. When unjust ruler rule over the people like Willie Lynchers, when leaders rule over Willie Lynchers of the 18th century, I must understand that Willie Lynchers just American terms alone. Willie Lynchers from Willie was right here in the Caribbean, in Black River to be exact. Willie Lyncher was practicing his type of cruelty towards black people in Jamaica right here. So when we are talking about Willie Lyncher, I don't come here to do no tabloids. I have come to tell you the truth that our leaders in Garden House is very drunk from the Lyncher spirit. Our leaders in Garden House is drunk of the Willie Lyncher syndrome. And I am asking if when people go in parks, if at least center them took on the Willie Lyncher syndrome. People, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied that after 1 week, the Jamaican government forthright in its utterance of what took place in the place. Called young men, young men were disenfranchised. Many all before daylight, people is asking who was in military helicopter while it was over the debacle. Who was in that helicopter? Who was in that helicopter? Because there is a lot of whispering. There is lot of whispering going on that our chief leader was helicopter. That is what I is hearing on many platforms when people is asking the question, who was in that military helicopter? And people say, chief leader, minister of defense. Yes, chief leader is also the minister of housing. And then una come say, una no know about it. Una say, una no know about it. Una listen. And it is widely said that it was our chief leader that was in that helicopter. Una people, una said a baboon. Una said a baboon in a parliament. And it is respect because if you listen to what the Anglo dictionary say, it is said it is baboon. It is a bunch of baboon that is in parliament. The politician is described as a bunch of baboon in parliament. So when these bunch of baboon, I am not saying that the PMP, I am not saying that the GLP is a bunch of baboon. From your enter parliament building are a set of baboon. Go on like say, una smarter than we. Go on like una smarter than we. We study una. We will study una. Study everything una make. Una go say, una baboon smarter than we. Una baboon smarter than we. Set is no more than a set of baboon. But people When you hear me come and attack, say, these are a bunch when them go in a parliament. When them go in a parliament, these people who will go in a parliament and vote as soon as soon as soon as they mean them turn willingly away. As soon as we vote them in, them Japan way. Oh my God. As soon as we vote in, them turn willingly away. People, only me a check say, me come here to just chat two things come here to talk about. Me want to just listen for at least 5 minutes why I call these politicians, especially our chief leader, why I feel that our chief, our president is suffering from the witch syndrome. Our prime minister suffering, the Jamaican prime minister is suffering, is suffering from the village syndrome. And people are going, me gone too far. People are going to tell me, say, gone too far. But people, I they tell you that our chief leader, the man who we put in charge of our country, is from the Willie Lynch syndrome. Suffering Willie Lynch syndrome. I'm not afraid to talk. The prime minister is suffering from the Willie Lynch syndrome. And I know whole heap of people don't understand when I describe this as a modern day Willie Lyncher. I want to understand and listen me carefully.
The female offspring will teach her to be like herself. Negotiable. We negotiate with her, through her, by her, creates her at will. The one with the neat West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still met.
People, I want to listen carefully. I want to listen me carefully. Because when I done today, I'm going to say, I am really. You hear some people I call themselves professor. You hear some people come all the while on YouTube and I try call themselves sir. Well, I go and tell you now, when I'm with Uno today, Uno going to see who is the real professor around here. Who the real professor and to YouTube. Because many people say when me come, yes sir, it's come big friend with PMP, I come he come for big friend, neighbor right. I always try to say I am a Michael Manley. I am a I am a manly heights. Me no PMP. So time me come here so come to defend the ideology, the ideology of Michael Joshua Man and his love for the Jamaican people. Me no fi defend no Willie Lyncher. A pure Willie Lyncher in a garden. Pure Willie Lyncher. The whole of them in a garden house suffer from the Willie Lynch syndrome. I go in a garden house. You know the reason why? To take it term. To keep we enslaved. That is the Willie Lynch syndrome. So no matter where you see, do or no matter where you see them come and promise, them just have one intention. Them no come here so them no go in a parliament for achieve any land. Them come for them come keep we fully tenant as as quarters. That is what them to always being tenants quarters. That is the Willie Lyncher syndrome. Is the Willie Lyncher syndrome. In a Jamaica, it is right in a Jamaica, yeah, the Willie Lynch. The Willie Lynch. You see where you hear them talk the Monroe Doctrine of the America. Eh? Have you heard about the Monroe Doctrine of the Amendment? The Monroe Doctrine is a style of governance that the American sees it necessary to put on country like Jamaica the Monroe Doctrine. The only person that tried to resist the Monroe Doctrine is the late great Michael Manley and Fidel Castro. Why them and I would not be friends? Because when it come on to the Monroe Doctrine, Michael Joshua Manley, Fidel Castro do not subscribe to the Monroe Doctrine of America. But you see, the Parliament of Jamaica, the Parliament of Jamaica, the synagogue of Satan, they fully endorse the Willie Lynch doctrine. They endorse the Willie Lynch doctrine. Some people, them are discussing that they are full. They are so full that they try erase it. The Willie Lynch doctrine is not true, but history show that Willie Lynch, who practice it in Jamaica, sees it fit to take in the America places like Virginia. Never know how to control slave because the doctrine teaches how for when them have all slave and slave out in the land, all them can control them. Willie Lynch, I'm gonna make an understand what is the Willie Lynch. I'm going to make an understand the Willie Lynch doctrine in it. I am going to make an
illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherished. I saw enough to know Lynch, the making of. This speech was delivered by Willie Lynch on the bank of the river in the colony of Virginia in 1712. He was a British slave owner in the West Indies. He was invited to the colony of Virginia in 1712 to teach his
Jamaica, West Indies, Jamaica. That's what will ever be tricked. But we are emancipated. We're not emancipated.
methods of slave owners there. The term lynching is derived from the name. Greetings, gentlemen. I greet you here on the James River in the year of our Lord 1712. First, I shall thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am here to solve some of your problems with slaves. Your information reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies.
This is where them practice in a garden or house. This them practice no matter who. I could say I want P. Anyway, everyone practice the Willie Lynch doctrine. Listen.
Where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves. Ancient Rome's if my program is implemented. As our boat sailed on the James River named for our illustrious king, version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that the problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of for standing human bodies along its highways in great numbers, you are here using the tree and the rope on occasions. I caught the whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hanging uprisings, slaves are running away. Your crop times left in the fields too long for maximum.
This is practice when the people them start and I turn marrow up in the hill. Willie Lynch, the answer to it was Willie Lynch. That is the doctrine the Englishman there left behind for control. We land was not to be given to poor people. Listen.
Prophet, you suffer occasional fire or killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problems are. I need to elaborate. I am not here to enumerate your. I am here to introduce you to a method of solving them. In my bag here, I have a foolproof method for controlling slaves. I guarantee every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. My method is simple. Any member of your family overseer can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear, trust, and envy for control. These methods have worked. People, see the fear in the Prime Minister. Wanna see the envy? The envy is when them find out that people is able if can find a little part on the beach line to make a little hustling. This Willie Lynch, this Willie Lynch and family, when them just run in and take it away. On my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Colonel Charles, take this simple little list of differences, and on top of my list is age, but it's there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shape, intelligence, size, sex, size of plantations, status on plantations, attitude of owners, whether the slaves on a hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. You have a list of differences. I shall give you an outline of action. But before that, I shall assure you that distrust is and trust and envy, stronger than adulation or admiration. The black slaves, after receiving this information, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't people, if you don't feel so them thing you practice anyway, it's in other words, a Jamaica it's stamp, a Jamaica is perfected, it's built in Jamaica. Say all of them style the way una see now watch pan American black when it's black them days there. And them a hang man in a tree, without coat, man, hang man, just true man, and a Jamaica it start because hanging is the book. Again, them a use the police to just go around and do lynching. The Willie Lyncher them a use the police because listen. Must pitch the black male versus the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. The female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must. People don't notice the Jamaica Labour Party. Them not have nothing to do
people don't watch. Don't wanna say Mackenzie Blackbird in a thick of thing. And because from when Sasha Shinglo stop, them did most of the give Blackbird Desmond in partner because him dead there from Siaga days. So him did
also have you servants and overseers destroy blacks.
him did not forget him partner jaw. So don't believe it, say, because them just want to give Pernell Charles and Babsy Grange. Babsy Grange did it from Sasha Shinglo stop. Babsy Grange was there. Babsy Grange is supposed to be one of the whole in the Jamaica Labour Party. Babsy the matriarch. Babsy is the matriarch right here now of the Jamaica Labour Party. Babsy. Anything where Babsy I don't know is law. Gang can't talk to her. Babsy Grange was there from way back when Pernell Charles. You know see the government have to make sure say stretch road, good road go St. Thomas for Pernell Charles can get him good partner draw now. Eh? The Willie Lynchers them look out for them one another. Willie Lynchers them in a house look out for them. Them say Pernell Charles get good road. That's him can sell the thief in land them. Where him get for buy 150 acres land. 150 acres of land less than $1 a acre. Oh my God. Pernell Charles, one of the Willie Lyncher them, get 1,500 acres of land at $1 per acre. Oh my God. People, I am not saying that people like Michael Manley won't come into office, you know. Good people like Mark Golden, you know. Good man. But if you study the PMP, if 40 PMP should go to office in the next election, at least 25 of them are going to be Willie Lynchers. Me I tell you, at least 25 of them are going to be Willie Lynchers. As all the Jamaica Labour Party now don't care a damn. Everybody in the Jamaica Labour Party are Willie Lyncher. Everybody are Willie Lyncher. Babsy are Willie Lyncher. Mooney from the moon are Willie Lyncher. You don't know who me attack. Edmund Bartlett, Willie Lyncher. Bobby Montague, Willie Lyncher. All of the Williams them, Willie Lyncher them just come in a parliament and turn Willie Lyncher already. I want the people them down at Tivoli ask Desmond Mackenzie for the house them where Anju promise you know. Ask Anju for the house. Desmond for ask Anju for the house them where promise for put up down a Rasta City and Lizard Town and ask him feet. Because Desmond Mackenzie is a Willie Lyncher. You know, see little pepper spray going on here and them fly gone. A New York. Gone I'm doctor. Gone I'm doctor. After them run with the good Cuban them. We are good eye doctor. Desmond Mackenzie have a run gone. If you go take care of yai with police pepper spray. So people, the whole Jamaica Labour Party, they are all Willie Lynchers. But you see, the leader himself, him personally have the syndrome. You ever hear about when somebody have the Stockholm, what them call the Stockholm syndrome? Well, our Prime Minister is infected by the Willie Lynch syndrome. That the man they don't want to see nobody with not name land. Him no want him vexed there was a Michael Manley. Bogart vex said there was a Michael Manley. And the Michael Manley people get too much house and land. The man they don't love to hear about Michael Manley. The man say him have to be a guardian. Because the problem, the reason why this man want Jamaica to move away from the Privy Council, move away from the Queen or the no King, is because him know say when we move away from that old vestitute, whereby the oppressors, the Willie Lynchers, them never have no control over our land again. So even if him win the fourth term, even if him win a fourth term, and Jamaica remove the Privy Council as our final court of justice and bring in the CCJ, all of them think about for Wallan Pan land have to go on side. All of them think that the Prime Minister a Wallan Pan land, it have to go on side. Land for the landless. Land for the landless. Away with the Willie Lynchers them. Jamaica have to make a move. It is no time For Jamaica, it is cherry ripe. It is now ready for the Jamaican people them to make the move, just like the people of Sri Lanka when them storm the presidential palace and take over them country. It is fully time now that the Jamaican people them must realize that now is the time, is the time for a Sri Lanka moment. When I see I see family take over this country. Family, family, and I talking about family business. It is cherry ripe. It is the right moment now. It is the right moment now. This is what did I go on in Sri Lanka. I don't know what them say. If it's the emperor, was it the emperor? Or the president? Or the king? But him live in a palace. He was the ruler, and his wife was also a ruler, just like we are going in a Jamaica now. Just like we are going in a Jamaica now. Just like we are going in a Jamaica now. People, people, people couldn't find basic food item. Just like what are going in a Jamaica now. Just like what are going in a Jamaica now. Things were so expensive in Sri Lanka. People can't afford basic food item. Just like what are going in a Jamaica now. Pay a kickback in government. Just what are going, just like what are going in a Jamaica now. Pay a kickback. We can't get good ruling from the justice system. Just like what I go on in a Jamaica now. Just like what I go on in a Jamaica now. Bread, bread, simple thing like bread. Simple thing like bread is not basic food item again. Bread, bread. You have to be you have to be working a good wage if you can buy a reasonable size bread. We can share for your family of at least 6 or 7 persons. One bread in a Jamaica almost a cost $1,000. One bread, just like what did I go on in a Sri Lanka. So may I ask, is Jamaica ready for a Sri Lanka uprising? I am just asking the question. I am not telling people to do anything. I am just asking the question. Remember, say, I don't come and I tell no lie. Pan a politician attack who and them got bed last night and which road in Mandeville are who and the prime minister wife is hugging up. I don't come and do those things. I just come to ask simple question. Is Jamaica Is Jamaica ready, ready to behave like how the Sri Lankan them behave when them did under oppression? Are you really ready? Are you really ready? I am not inciting any war against no government. I am just asking a question. I am just asking a question. All you have to do is just provide the answer. When a government does not respect its citizens, it is time to go. It is time to go. When a government decide to use state power, like the army and the police against its citizenry, it is time to go. It is time to go. And I'm asking the members, of the ruling party, are you going to allow one person to bring your government to its knees? Are you going to make one person bring your government to its knee? Just asking. Just asking that question there. I see the reason why. I see the reason why Jamaica couldn't accept the terms and conditions of Singapore when Singapore turned to Michael Manley and said that Jamaican parliamentarian is prone to corruption. So we have to pay them handsomely and put in action the death penalty for any politician where it is proven that them have robbed the state. Death penalty when Jamaica did not accept that. And I am confused. I am so confused. Why the government of China is so interested in Jamaica? Why the government of China is so interested in Jamaica? And the government of China know that Jamaica government is corrupt. That is the big question. Why do the government of China is so loving in bed with Jamaica? I am no Jamaica parliamentarian or Jamaica government today is so corrupt and they are still doing business. Corruption is not a part of the Chinese governance. You know what the Chinese them do with corrupt politician? Eh? You know what the Chinese do with corrupt politician? Do you know what the Chinese do with corrupt politician? The Chinese put to death corrupt politician. Any politician or business, I-rank businessmen in China is cited for corruption. Is either sentenced for life or the death penalty. So why the Chinese government is so in bed with Jamaica and them know say the Jamaica government is so corrupt? Can somebody tell me? But people, this is the reason why Sri Lankan people them did have to rise up.
Street level security forces attempted to hold the line. One demonstrator, a lawyer, gave his verdict on events. Riot police have the gas, riot police have the water cannon. But the people of Sri Lanka have the numbers, and they've had enough of queuing like this for fuel, of 50% inflation, of endless shortages of energy, food, medicine, and all of it, people say, the result of the government's economic bungling.
I work 1 day and stand in the queue for 5. That's why I want to get rid of the president.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa hanged in effigy in the streets. Social media footage appeared to show the presidential motorcade speeding away from the palace.
Our top story this hour, in Sri Lanka, protesters stormed the presidential official residence in Colombo as the country's economic crisis deepens. The whereabouts of President Rajapaksa are unknown. Let's bring you some new pictures which have just been filed. They show the protesters inside the official residence. Police fired tear gas in an effort to disperse huge crowds gathered to demand the resignation of President Rajapaksa. These scenes are, well, it's too tempting, isn't it, really? You get
if Jamaican people is being kidnapped out of them bed minutes after 3 in the morning, people all get bulldozed down. Some people not even know which part. Them TV, them little banger phone. People don't know where them belonging there. All the demolition team come and tell the people them say, it's just pick up where you can get, where you can hold now and come out of the house. Lord Jesus Christ. And you have some man, you know. You have some man have the stomach. Some man have the stomach for attack, for defend. These corrupted politicians were running and mash up people house, mash up people belonging. These people are worse than Hurricane Melissa. The government is worse than Hurricane Melissa because at least Hurricane Melissa did give us some warning. And one thing with God, Him give a warning. Hurricane Melissa did give a warning. Yes, we did get warning. We did get the breeze. Hurricane not just come on people, so it give warning. Warning. The government, this unjust government not even give the people them 1 hour warning. Instead them go and take out the man them. You see how wicked the act was. Take out the man them and carry them, go lock them up and not charge them. And in less than 13 hours, you release the man them. When the man them come back, no toilet, no shit house, no building, everything bulldozed down. Bulldoze. Hey, you see all that boy there, the man they were bulldozed down the people them house. And they pray for you. And they pray for you. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Well, use the bulldozer them. Oh no, human being Jamaican. Where bulldoze, where drive them, take harder, mash up the people them house with them bulldozer there. I will be seen on the street side. I will be seen on the street side, stretching out to the hand Cause God nah go sleep on that one ya. God nah go sleep on that one ya. After no left a 3-day-old picnic. Left 3-day-old picnic. 3-day-old picnic in a basket under bus shelter. Oh, uno for live good for the rest of the life. Mr. Bulldozer driver. Mr. Bulldozer driver. Mr. Bulldozer driver. Me not even talk about the security force, you know. Me not talk about them. Because them are act half a harder them get from higher authority. Harder them get. And if I saw our security force, I could just act off a harder for running pan the Jamaican people them. I wonder if one day una hear say which part una live? Yes, Mr. Police Officer, may I ask you now, if one day una hear say which part una live, people are come there for bulldoze you know. How una go feel? How una go feel? Because if una live up in a Jacksonville, did you know that places in Jacksonville have squatters land too? People don't know say Jacksonville have squatters land, you know. Up at everywhere you could have live a cherry garden. The prime minister, if him live a cherry garden at Beverly Hills, uno live near squatters land. Mr. Prime Minister, if you live at Beverly Hills as well here, sir, you know it's a whole heap of squatters land in a Barbican. When you go your yard, you no pass no whole heap of squatters land up there. Eh? The amount of squatters land were in a Barbican. Lord Jesus Christ, the whole of standpipe a squatters land. The whole of standpipe a squatter land. People live on Gully Bank. Majority a Grange Pen. When them have to drive through Grange Pen and go to their yard. Government people. Look how much squatter land on the pass. When you not go and come from on the yard. Eh? I wanna left them squatter land there and gone we a Cooper's Pen. Uno gone we a Cooper's Pen. I wanna squatter land in front of no squatter land there up a Grange Pen where people squat pan land up there. And uno can't fuck around them. Or else uno can't go in the yard. Can't go in the yard. Look how much squatter land they up on Narbrook. Look how much squatter land they up on Narbrook. Squatter land like dirt up on Narbrook. And uno can't fuck, uno can't go bulldozer them. Uno have to give them notice first. Or else, loose up there. Uno. But because squatting in a Cooper's Pen don't affect uno just want it for uno business interest. That's all uno want to do. Have it for uno business interest. But God not sleep, you know. God not sleep. God nah sleep. God nah sleep. And when I look and I ask myself, why does a government have to behave like that? They must have a modus operandi. They must have a modus operandi. That's why they behave like this. That's why they behave like this. Something is there. Something is there. Because why you have to broke down a man house? You broke down the man house and give him a tent, right? Which part you broke down him house? How dare you? How dare you broke down a man house and give him a tent, right? Which part you broke down him house? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? And I hear, and I hear, and I hear this Prime Minister here, people. I hear this Prime Minister. When this Prime Minister here went the Integrity Commission want find out when the Integrity Commission want find out where the Prime Minister get him money to buy him big house in a Beverly Hills. You know where the man say, every man have the right. Jesus whiz, I can't say it. People, the Prime Minister said, them bad mind him. Them bad mind him. So I want to know if the Prime Minister is acting off a bad mind. That's why him go bulldoze down the people them house. Prime Minister a behave after bad mind. Say, the Prime Minister defend him house when them a say, ask him where him get him money from.
Every man have a right to build them house, and the man bulldoze down people house. Man bulldoze down people. I want to know what happened to this prime minister here in Jamaica. What happened? Anju, is your fucking junk? I ask Anju this. Come here, I'm gonna call your name now. It's the first I going to call Anju this name now. Anju, do you know where it take a man or a woman to save poor people, save and buy cement and black and steel? In Prime Minister Anju, do you know how people have to save hard? If even them dep on capture land, that's what you call it. Because we know so the whole of Jamaica a capture land. The whole of Jamaica is capture land. And sometimes may I ask myself, say, if Prime Minister Anju Holness is a modern day Willie Lyncher, was this Prime Minister sent by the devil upon the Jamaican people? May I ask on the people, because this is when the state a question Anju Holness about females. This my people. The Jamaican state asked Anju about him house.
He became Jamaica's newest prime minister despite controversy about his big house.
Join us in a partnership for prosperity.
We uncover a trail of property purchases and ask, is Andrew Holness?
Every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
He became Jamaica's
Every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
He became Jamaica's
Every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
He became Jamaica's
Every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
He became Jamaica's newest prime minister.
Anju Holness, may I ask if you're born of a woman? Anju Holness, may I ask if you're born of a woman? Prime Minister Anju Holness, may I ask you today, if it's a woman drop you out her bumbo, may I ask you that? Because he's a wicked man. Prime Minister Anju Holness, may I ask you, is a woman go to hospital and piss you out? Everybody asks if he is human. Prime Minister Anju Holness, are you a mortal man? Are you a mortal man? Prime Minister Anju Holness, you sleep at night? Prime Minister Anju Holness, you listen to yourself sometime? Prime Minister Anju Holness, you no shame say you have to use the word when you did little bit mama. You used to use that word mama. Anju Holness, you used to use that word mama. Because when I see that little baby with the neighbor string cock up,
3 day old, me have to ask myself, are we having a subhuman being as Prime Minister? And you want to say I have to come on the TV and tell we say you are a human being. You can't be a human being. Because Anju, if you are go round and a bulldozer down people's, why you did a defend your house like this?
Despite controversy about his big house.
Every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
He became Jamaica's newest prime minister despite
Every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
he became Jamaica.
Every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
He became Jamaica's newest prime minister despite controversy about his big house.
Join us in a partnership for prosperity.
We uncover a trail of property purchases and ask, is Andrew Honus paying his part?
Is that why you didn't pay the property taxes on the home?
What the Prime Minister didn't want you to know before the election. And later, Honus sounds the warning on corruption to his new cabinet.
Corruption will not be tolerated in this country.
But does his own record raise questions when it comes to awarding public contracts?
When each side is in government, there are uncomfortable levels of awarding of contracts to persons who are either political supporters, campaign financiers, or other connected parties.
We reveal how Honus signed off on taxpayer money for a contract to his associates on this episode of 18 Degrees North. 18 Degrees North is brought to you by
If you're like me,
You back with FGB.
people, I personally I ask myself the question.
Extra special credit card rewards program.
I ask myself the question all the while. Something wrong with Prime Minister Anju on his head, you know. Prime Minister Anju on his head no good. This Prime Minister here will have a run round, a broke down people house with bulldozer. Him head no good. Him need a head check.
Time for other important.
Him need a head check.
Man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
He became Jamaica's newest prime minister despite controversy about his.
Every poor man must build his castle. Every poor man must build in the house.
He became Jamaica's newest prime minister despite controversy about his.
Why may I tell you?
As owing almost $430,400 US. It wasn't clear if there were any amounts owing for the apartment at Arcade.
People, we are going
2013 on the tax administration.
to find out if this man here.
I've never handled. And when I look at the transfer, I see the names of lawyers who I know. And he's entitled to more than one lawyer.
People,
So all told, when it comes to properties, there's the Great House Boulevard home that Honus and his wife bought with a mortgage while Honus was a mere member of parliament. And in the 4 years he was Minister of Education, earning the equivalent of around $60,000 US per year or $90,000 with allowance.
a long time this man had depend some hanky-panky, you know. Long time. So people Jamaica, people of Jamaica, are we willing to allow this man here to still go round and mash down people house? I mean, I talk to the Jamaica Labour Party, the hierarchy of the party. Are you comfortable for no say within the party, within the head of the party, you know, have a man like this? Eh? If this is the best, if Anju Holness is the best that the Jamaican Labour Party can give the Jamaican people for leadership, God help you. God help you.
Says the Arcadia apartment, no mortgage listed. The land at Wycliffe Close in Beverly Hills, no mortgage listed. The land for the Shenstone Beverly Hills house he's building, no mortgage listed. And around $525,000 spent building the house in the 3 years after Honus's Jamaica Labour Party lost the election in 2011.
Una see say the man not paying a mortgage for where him live. Hey, una listen.
Honus, through a member of his team, said he wouldn't comment on the source of funds for any of his properties before the election, but even after, he didn't. He also said he would make his financial statement public at the end of March 2016, but he didn't. Despite several calls to Juliet Honus, a property developer, chartered accountant, and newly elected member of parliament, she didn't get back to us.
You understand what I go on? Eh? Is him wife is a property developer, you know? People never know say we are pay tax to some thief. We are pay tax to some thief. After we have to pay tax, them people are not paying no tax. Them people are not pay tax.
We will again reduce transfer tax.
Them people are not paying no tax.
At the time of our initial checks in the 2 weeks before the election, the house in Beverly Hills had an outstanding balance since 2013 on the tax administration's website. Amount about $174,000 or US $1,400 approximately. Property taxes on the Wycliffe Close land in Beverly Hills were listed as not having been paid since 2009, a total of about $175,000 or US around $1,400. And the Great House Boulevard home.
Our Prime Minister not paying tax. Eh? How can we have a Prime Minister? As a Prime Minister not paying tax? A Prime Minister not paying income tax? And this man here go round a bulldoze down people's house. This Prime Minister here, where keep on evade tax. Keep on
and that he owned with his wife Juliet, that was listed as outstanding since 2014, owing Jamaican $64,000 or about $526 US. We call the tax administration to confirm. Volume is 1118.
Anju Holness.
Yeah.
The amount is $64,000 outstanding for 2 years.
All in, Honus or his entities were listed at the time as owing almost 413,000 Jamaican dollars, around 3,400 US dollars. It wasn't clear if there were any amounts owing for the apartment at Arcadia Drive. Caroline Hay, former deputy director of public prosecution, says, in general, no leader should be backed up on their taxes. We did not ask her specifically about Honus.
No public official ought to be behind on their taxes. You are in a position when you're a public official in a position of trust, and one would imagine an example too.
And this man here is the man where give authority for broke down people house. Thief! Him a thief from long time. But people no see what going, you know. What take place down a Cooper Pen? No. Instead, the Prime Minister issue a press release and them have it to say, you know. if you play the voice of the Prime Minister issuing the press release about what take place in a Cooper's Pen, is like you would have endorsed the. I'm not going to play it. Anju always need to come publicly, even upon Dirty Cliff Hughes program, even upon Cliff Hughes program. Cause notice say anything them want to say, them go down at the Hienal of the inner city, the Hienal, Cliff Hughes station there, down at the Batty Wall at the inner city, the Hienal. And at this the Prime Minister sees it fit all the while to go talk to the people of Jamaica. Pan nationwide. Nationwide is at the pit. Nationwide is downtown at the Hienal. Yes. The Hienal of the ghetto. At this nationwide they know. They remove him from uptown and send him to the Hienal of the inner city. Yes. You don't have the batty wall, and at this the Prime Minister sees it fit sometime to talk to the Jamaican people. So, Prime Minister, if I even to go down to the Hienal of the inner city, down at Cliff Hughes nationwide, you need to talk to the people of Jamaica about the Cooper's Pen demolition. No about you say no thing pan the press media. Me not play it.
The nation as to what values we want in positions of leadership.
Days after 18 Degrees North brought it to Honus's attention, and before the election, the tax administration's website reflected zero balances for the two Beverly Hills properties at Shenstone Drive and Wycliffe Close. However, taxes on the house he owns with his wife were still listed as owing as of our last check, March 18, 2016, even as he became Prime Minister of Jamaica for a second time.
The man a run as Prime Minister. The man a run as Prime Minister against a clean Mark Golding. How does this happen in Jamaica? How can we have a Henry Morgan? I forgot. We are descendant of Henry Morgan. I forgot. We are all descendants of Sir Henry Morgan. You hear what name? Sir Henry Morgan. Knighted by the Queen of England. Yes. Thieving, pirate. Henry Morgan was knighted by the Queen of England. You know hear what name? Sir Henry Morgan. That's why this legacy of follow where we have thief and lead way as Prime Minister. Yes, it there in our blood. Jamaican do not care if we are led by Barabbas. Jamaican do not care if we are led by Barabbas. That is what Jamaican is. Confused. Jamaican is a set of confused people. Confusion reign in Jamaica. Reign in Jamaica. Because here it is. We allow Anju Holness to run against Portia Simpson Miller as a crook. And then in 2016, in 2020, him run against Peter Phillips as a tax invader, invading tax, not pay him tax, and not tell you how him Billy Mouse where him getting money from. And in 2025, our Prime Minister was cited for illicit enrichment, and him still go up against clean Mark Golding and become Prime Minister again. What happened to the Jamaican people? What happened to the Jamaican people? What happened to the Jamaican people? The Jamaican people is so confused. Because right, you know, the Jamaican people should misbehaving. Right now, the Jamaican people should be uproaring. Today should not be a normal day in Jamaica. Today, when everybody they warm in a Jamaica, cause people may busy during the week, but today, when everybody they warm today Saturday, if the people them will get bulldozed down, down a Cooper's Pen, was on the Jamaican people their mind. That's why I say it's politics. Politics not really do it good in a Jamaica. Politics not do nothing for we in a Jamaica. Politics don't do nothing good for we in a Jamaica. Politics make we get ruthless against one another because look at it. People get bulldozed down. And we not say the entertainment industry come together, put together some package. We not say the Jamaica diaspora people them put together something and send for the people them and them nasty say no. This is a man-made disaster. So where the people them are tell me say them rather act and act of God, hurricane, I wanna say within ourselves say it is the government who should have take care of the people them. I want to know if the people them in a Jamaica because this morning from last night we are here say the people them now have no toilet for shitting. The people them don't have Cooper's Pen. A defecate car is like me can't talk. For no understand me. Defecate. The people them are defecate. right beside the tent them which part them they asleep. Imagine that no man. Imagine that no man. Imagine that no man, my people. People are defecate right beside the little Japan tent them where the government did get from last year from Melissa. And because the government knows that this is a part of them plan, them hold on upon the tent them. Cyrus the virus. Who said to call him so? Who said to call? Who said to call our leader, the leader of the nation, Cyrus the virus? Cyrus the virus sees it fit to hold on upon the tent them. To hold on upon the tent them because them know say this was in reckoning. No, we have a humanitarian crisis. No, we have a humanitarian crisis because Cooper spend people them a heat and shit the same place. Same place where the liquor picnic them a suck one bag juice. A same place them a do. Same place the man have him gas stove in pint over there so and say when him want relieve himself, him go over right to the bush near where him a cook. It is now a humanitarian crisis over there in Cooper's Pen. In Cooper's Pen right now. People are shit and yam the same place where they sleep. I mean, in a studio apartment style. Me mean the hot tent them there. So people who never go through bush yet, who no ever go through bush yet, and step in a sunburn shit, eh? Who no ever go through no bush yet, whoever their country, and go bush, and step in a human shit, when sun lick it, eh? Imagine the stench when the sun here a bake pan them human feces there. Where the people them are do right beside the tent them where them are sleeping at. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wonder if them have water. Maybe them can get some water. But me hear them a say they mash down all the pipe them, the little pipe them where them have. Them bulldozer it down. Wicked. 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 That's why me they ask, is this call for a Sri Lankan moment when the emperor have run left the palace in a Sri Lanka couple years ago? Is this become a futuristic happening in Jamaica? Is Jamaican people ready to free up themselves from these Willie lynchers? Because we keep on saying we have one life to live. One life to live. And if you rather to be enslaved in our next 10, 20 years in Jamaica, I don't. Cause me no want when this prime minister, you know, can't do not more, and the American them, cause it seems as if say America own part of the country and the Chinese them own part. That is how it look in a Jamaica now. Like the Chinese them own part and the American own part. I think that in the future people will be turning to other race, other race, other race, and I ask them, can you give me a bucket of water, please? I'm thirsty. Can you give me a slice of bread, please? Can you give me a banana, please? I can go and use the bathroom. That is where we are going to in Jamaica. That is where we are going to in Jamaica. Not far from now. Not far from now. Because this man will claim say him is the ruler of Jamaica. Him is nothing. Him is nothing but one of the careless girl them on the back road. This prime minister where we have a behave like one of the careless girl them on the back road. Or up in New Kingston or somewhere where the woman them just a sellout. 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 That's all them a do. Sellout. And the poor young boy them. The poor young youth them now understand. The poor young youth them now understand. So their mind have been captured. Our young men have not realized that the Willie Lynchers, yes, the Willie Lynchers have gone off. Yeah, you can't stop me from calling them so. The Willie Lynchers have gone house. The Willie Lynchers have gone house. Control the youth them mind. Control the youth them mind. The other day, I hear Babsy Grange. I hear Babsy Grange with a independent message. You know what is Babsy Grange independent message? Babsy Grange independent message for the Jamaican youths was that there are certain areas in the Prime Minister constituency over by Olympic Garden. Prime Minister don't even know if the people them over Olympic Garden want him back over there because the prime minister is fighting a legal battle that the the election court is yet to listen to. Maybe the prime minister I try get a seat somewhere else. Cause him seat say the people them over Olympic Garden West Central not gonna further with him again. So Babsy Grange message to the youths of Olympic Garden was that the Prime Minister or she as the Minister of Culture is in Parliament to pass legislation to acquire a piece of land that the youths them where them brain mash up already. The youths them when no good spirit in them than real never spirit. So the youths them are gonna get more area to keep them dance. Oh my gosh. One time in the 70s, Babsy Grange, you know gangster granny Babsy Grange. And I talk to you, Babsy Grange. Me I chat to you now. Me I chat to you. You know, so one time it was the sound of the entertainers, the music in the dance hall, we used to liberate the youth their mind. The youths their mind, the music. We hardly hear music again like I see the fire burning. It's getting hotter and hot. We not hear song like those again. We not hear tune like Fire Pan Room. We not hear them type song there again. Because uno use dancehall and tame the youth them. Babsy Grange uno use dancehall and tame the youths them. Tame them. The dancehall become a tamers of the youths. Dancehall. Dancehall. Dancehall become a tamer for the youths them. And right now, the youths them just under the real never spirit. That's all the youths them under now. The real and never spirit. That's all them under. Real and never spirit. The youths them is just under the real and never spirit. All them under is the real and never spirit. All the youths them under is just
Ray and never spirit. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all the youths them under. The Ray and never spirit. That's all the youths them under. Ray and never spirit. That's all. The youths them not under no Sam Sharp spirit. The youth them not under no spirit, no nanny spirit. The youth them not under no Marcus Garvey spirit. The youth them not under no Bob Marley spirit. The youths them not under no Paul Bogle spirit. The youths them not under no spirit of the people them will liberate we. Them not under no spirit of none of us from the inner city. Them not under no Jim Brown spirit. Them not under no Dodo spirit. The youths them not under no spirit at all but Ray and never spirit. Pure Ray and never spirit. Pure Ray and never spirit. Pure Ray and never spirit, the youths them under. Pure Ray and never spirits. The youths them under. Pure Ray and him never spirits. Pure Ray and him never spirits. The youths them under. The youths them not under no tacky spirit. The youth them not under no 3-finger jack spirit. You have some good done where them unalive in a some inner city. The youth them not have the spirit there again. All the youths them have now are just run by spirit. Run by spirit. That's all the youths them have. All the youths them have is just boom spirit. Rum and boom spirit. That's all them have. Rum and boom spirit. Rum and boom spirit. That's all the youths them have now. Rum and boom spirit. Rum and boom spirit. That's all the youths them have. No spirit of our foreparents. Me say all house I get bulldozer down and not even a stone fling out of St. Thomas. Where the Paul Bogle spirit there. Not even a stone fling out there. Stony gut people them. Just stand up and watch them also a bulldoze down. Not even a stone them fling. Where the Paul Bogle spirit there. Where the Paul Bogle spirit there. Where the maroon spirit there. The Trilla and the maroon spirit. Where it did there.
Cause the woman them could have defend themselves too, you know. The woman them could have defend themselves, cause enough bad woman you have. You have bad woman too. Where the woman them just turn up so. Where the woman them did there. Where the woman them did there. Where the woman them, where the nanny woman them did there. Where the nanny woman them did there. Where the nanny woman them did there. Ah, you want me telling you something? Where the woman them we're supposed to have spirit like Babs Grange there. Uno never there cup of spend. Warm to the woman them. Uno never have no Babs Grange spirit. Uno never have no Babs Grange spirit in a uno the woman them were left back down there. But people, little more, you know. Little more.